So
All right.
we'll move on. I'm gonna actually today was like I needed this thing because like there was a story. I'm gonna add like three things that just popped up in the last like day. We can go through all this like quickies because there's a lot to get through.
You
But
like quickies.
who doesn't? I saw
Get right
today
to
on
the point.
CNN.
Right to the point.
I'm doing my work, and there's a story on CNN International, and then I was on CNN, and it broke me today. And there's no way to say this without saying what it is. So basically, right now, over half of Afghanistan's population doesn't know where the next meal is coming from. Wages haven't been paid in months because tens of billions of dollars are frozen because of in the national bank, the central bank, and international aid has pledged over $2 billion or a billion, but no, $1 billion. But over half of that is not getting to them because the international community won't acknowledge the Taliban as the legitimate government. So families are starving, and to combat this, fathers are selling their daughters. And CNN interviewed some of the daughters that are being sold. And it was, this happens in the world. It happens in far too many places. But when you see them and you hear them, it's a completely different story. They interviewed three different girls, two from one family, one that's 4, and one that's 10, and then another family that was 9. And the 10-year-old said, and of course they translated, that if she's sold, she will probably take her own life. And the update on the story, because I guess it was about a week ago, she has been sold, and the transaction is about to be finalized with I believe they said 7-year-old man. The parents, the fathers, are looking at it with the other family because they did show the 9-year-old being taken by a 55-year-old man. As they're selling their children for about 1,000 American dollars, and it's the only way to feed their other children and their family. So to take a pop culture reference, it's a Sophie's Choice for them.
Mm-hmm.
And the 10-year-old that's being sold was to pay back debt from money he borrowed from this guy. And there's nothing really to say about this. There's nothing that we can do. There's nothing that, but it's happening. And I just feel like more people should be aware of it. And it should be, if it's just us being thankful for what we have, I'm not going to get into political ramifications of both parties that helped this situation happen. But it just broke me today to see this. And it took a long time for me to I literally sat there in shock. And I can see a lot of things. I saw a lot of things grow up in the projects, but like children and animals, I don't do well with that. And it was just heartbreaking. So I just wanted to put it out there for whatever good it could possibly do with awareness or something. I don't know. I don't know if there's anything really to be said, but I just wanted to mention it. It was heartbreaking.
Do you know what purpose like the people buying them have? Like, is it to like make them clean or just like creepy stuff? Because it seems like if it's happening so much,
They didn't get into it.
Yeah, I think it's just to own them, and that's as far as it goes. Now, it depends on the person that's buying them.
That's what I gathered from it. They didn't go into
Yeah.
those details.
I would assume so.
because the kid doesn't know either, or like you could sell something and not know. So
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, here's to
Probably scarier that
hoping
way.
that they're doing something reasonable, like cleaning, versus other things.
Oh, no, but I mean, just the young woman saying that if she is sold, she'll take her own life. I think
Oh, yeah. I
can
mean,
can shed some light on
Yeah.
Yeah.
at least some of the things that are going
what
on.
to expect.
And,
Yeah.
and what got me was as
I
she
mean-
was saying that, I sat there thinking, you probably should. And you never want to think that, but you think about what that alternative and what that implication is.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It was just heartbreaking. So I just wanted to. I know it brings down the show a great deal, but and I apologize for that. But I think it's probably the most important thing we could possibly even just touch on.
No, it's something that needs to be said.
Yeah.